So today we will see how chloroplasts look inside plants. We will see the ancient ant in amber and figure out what microorganisms live in an ordinary aquarium with Udaman and Pumba. Let's go. So as you understand from the title of the video, today we will look at the microcosm surrounding us through the eyepiece of a microscope, and the first next in line we will have this small jar of algae that floats in it is not an algae, and the real higher plant of Eladia is only an aquatic plant. Take a small piece of its leaf, drop a little water on a glass slide and look at the green tissue of the plant under a microscope. Already at a slight increase it is clear that life is in full swing inside the Eladia, which of course we will not see with the naked eye. Look at the tens and hundreds of green granules moving inside the leaf. These are chloroplasts, the very organelles that help the plant produce glucose and oxygen through the process of photosynthesis millions of years ago. Each of them was a free-living cyanobacteria, but then one of them was swallowed up by a eukaryotic cell, and the first ancestors of modern plants arose. Well, at least the theory of symbiogenesis, which most scientists now adhere to, is actually absolutely unique in this sense. Because of its thin and transparent mesophile, we can easily see it in the passing in the light of all its internal structures, and if you put a leaf of any other plant under a microscope, you will not see such a picture. So if you want to look at the chloroplasts with your own eyes, be sure to take Eladia. By the way, write in the comments if you want to see more videos about plants on our channel. Well, we are moving on. Recently from the Amber Village, I received such a package by the name of the settlement. I think it's clear that it certainly contains amber, but amber is quite unusual. Amber is popular among jewelers because it is used to make beads and other jewelry, but for biologists and paleoentomologists it is attractive. Another unique feature that we will talk about now. Look what a beauty. But the most interesting thing is waiting in this amber. It is not the pebble itself. The most interesting thing is here, and now we will look at it under a microscope. And what we see under a microscope, and under a microscope we see an ant. A little, as you can see. His head flew off quite a bit, which could have caused it. It is quite possible that initially Murash got stuck in the resin, got stuck a little or with some part of the body, and then the oncoming flow of resin from the tree simply tore it into several parts, in this case on the head and the rest of the body. The study of amber is generally a very interesting thing, and if you want, I will make a separate video about it on the channel. Write somewhere over there in the comments below what you want to know more about winter ants. With the help of which it is done, I will make such a video with pleasure and even take an interview with specialists in this matter, since I'm just familiar with them well. Here's an interesting mirage. Unfortunately, on the other hand, we can't watch it because amber has something, a crack or a fault. Well, here's some kind of structure, yes, inside, and on the other hand it's just not transparent. So look from the other side. In particular, I wanted to look at the ant's head from the front side, that is the upper one. It lies to us, as it were, with the bottom side yes to. Unfortunately it won't work, but on the other hand it's still here. Look at such a funny and interesting mosquito, or maybe it's not a mosquito, turn out to be some other interesting insect that I didn't even know about. Therefore, if suddenly there are experts, write in the comments. It will be really interesting for me to read what it is. Vladimir sent us such an interesting thing, including inclusions with ants, is in the description. Be sure to go there, well, at least to take a look at this beauty. There is a lot of interesting things there. Well, this ant will go for further research to St. Petersburg. Well, now let's look at the microorganisms that live in my small aquarium, where a couple of shrimp live. These crustaceans can be seen with the naked eye. They are quite bright, one red, the second yellow, but besides them thousands of different organisms live in the water. Here in this sample from the bottom I came across amoebas. The word is on everyone's lips, however, not everyone knows how to infect these microorganisms. Look like these protists are rather slow, so you have to speed up the video several times so that there is at least some kind of action. Amoeba eat both garbage and other microbes, trying to escape from the deadly embrace. In fact, the amoeba is not at all a group of organisms but a way of life, and any air forms of protists are scattered throughout the phylogenetic tree, and it is difficult to count them every day. Some new groups stand out that have an approximately similar lifestyle. Well, everything was resolved well for ciliates. She was able to escape. By the way, these unicellular ones turned out to be especially numerous in the aquarium. Some of them feed on algae, some are predatory and prey on other ciliates. Well, they also have many life forms. We had a separate video about them on our channel. Be sure to watch it if you are interested in ciliates and in general. Life in a small aquarium is in full swing. Write in the comments what other interesting animals, or maybe not animals, would you like to see under a microscope. Next time I will definitely take into account all your wishes, and do not forget to subscribe to our social networks, Discord, Telegram, contact, all sorts of interesting things, and of course subscribe to our channel, put likes and write comments. For today it was all with you, Dimon and Pumba. See you again, and bye everyone.